welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Isabel, and today I'm gonna have with me my husband Raul. Hi babe, thanks for being here. How you doing?
Doing okay.
You have coffee on your mustache.
Do I?
I feel kind of wet. We're having coffee today, not alcohol, like usual. Anyway, so today we're going to be chatting with you about the 20 things we have learned throughout our years of marriage that has worked for us or that has really helped us to have a longer, happier marriage. So if you want to join us in this chat, come with me. Okay, so this list, we put it together, and it's in no particular order of importance. So all these 20 things are, I think, equally important.
Yeah, they're all equally important. Everything matters.
So the number one in our list, again, not in importance, but just in our list, is flirt with each other every day. And that one, it is very important. You have to keep that flame going, that little flirtiness going, even if you've been married for, I don't know, 10, 15 years. What do you think?
Yeah, it is important. I mean, a lot of us, by nature, we need attention. We're creatures that need attention. So, right there.
That's me.
So, flirting and giving attention to that person, not only because they want it or they need it, but it's a healthy way to show your love to them.
Yes. And it's nothing wrong to need attention. Everybody's different.
No.
So you just have to cope with that person. Number two is send text or private messages to each other throughout the whole day or throughout the day. So this one may be a little hard if you work, but don't expect a text every like 10 minutes or something, but try to do it randomly throughout the day, every day, at least once. And the important thing is to make sure the other person receiving the text to reply back. That's very important. Why are you laughing?
I know you're laughing. Like if I don't reply to your text, I do reply.
You do reply. That's good. Because I mean, if you don't reply, it's like, it even makes it worse by then. By the time that person gets home, forget it.
They get very mad.
So reply. But no, and being all serious, it is very important to keep communication throughout the day. And again, this is something we have learned because I remember there was a period of time in our marriage, like he would go to work and either I would go to work too or I would stay home. Now I stay home. And those 8 hours, sometimes we wouldn't even text or call.
They weren't 8 hours. They were long days.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't have to be text, it could be a call too. But all those hours that we were separated by work, sometimes we wouldn't even call each other. And then by the time that person gets home, he's all tired, it's time to go to bed. So basically you didn't talk to that person, and believe it or not, that puts distance in your relationship.
It puts a strain on it, and anything matters. I mean, you're talking about the person that you're sharing your life with. You're talking about a person that you gotta have consistent communication with them. So, as insignificant that it might sound, it might look, I love you. What you doing? This happened to me. Bye.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
matters.
be a big story. Just a simple "I love you" or a simple emoji with a kiss. It's just telling the other person, "Hey, this person's thinking about me." You know. So very important to keep that communication during the day and reply back. Hey, the coffee's good, thank you.
You're welcome.
He makes me coffee. Number three, acknowledge or praise each other in social media. This is very important, and we also learned that. Again, I guess I should have made this disclaimer before the video. In no way are we trying to say our marriage is perfect or that we know everything. This is something we have learned together throughout the years that has helped us. So,
and with social media being only half of our marriage, of our married life, it's something that social media was new to us, or to everybody for that matter, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And it's something that as a married couple, we have learned to interact and to understand limits, no limits, the things that are not crossing boundaries or not supposed to do because you cross boundaries. So social media, if you've been married for 15, 20 years, or people that have been married for even more, social media is relatively new. It's something that I believe we all have or should learn about how it can be helpful or put a strain on your marriage. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, but this is what I was saying, to acknowledge and praise your spouse in social media. So it's very important, like, to keep that person also in social media, because that gives other people, how do you say, a
Precedent.
Yeah, that you care about your spouse and that person exists in your life. So very important to acknowledge. It's also like the text. It's like, oh, he's thinking about me. So if your spouse posts a picture of themselves online, make sure you go and like it, because it's like saying, hey, I saw it and I like it. I'm thinking about you. Don't ignore it. Very important. Number 4, have common friends. We all are humans and we need to socialize besides your own partner. You need to socialize out of your marriage. But it's very important to have common friends, that all of your friends know your spouse and vice versa. Very important. Number 5, travel together. This one, I think, is very important. And it doesn't have to be to the other side of the world. Just even in your own city, but travel together, make memories. And if you have family, make your family trips, but make also time for just trips with your spouse, by yourself.
I agree. You get to spend, you get to create important memories or good memories that you're going to be able to share and even talk about, but also it's another opportunity to get to meet your other person in different circumstances that you're not used to,
And it's time that you guys have as a couple to bond and to learn, like you said, to get to know each other. But even if you are married for a lot of time, it's different when you travel with kids and travel just the two of you. It's a whole different thing, and you have to experience it just the two of you. The number 6, date nights. That one is very important. Date nights. I know you're not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore, but you still need date nights. Again, it's not the same to be with the kids, or even if you don't have kids, just being home doing nothing. You have to go out and have date nights. Right now, I know we're in quarantine. Have date nights in your backyard, but it's very important to have those.
I agree.
We need a date night, by the way, since our Valentine's was canceled due to a snowstorm.
We made it into a family Valentine's. It didn't get canceled.
Yeah. Well, that I know, but it was a family Valentine's. We need our date night.
We're in Corona times.
Number 7, do hobbies together. This one is also important. Again, you have to become part of that person's life, and you have to bond. And I know sometimes it's like, but I don't like to do whatever your hobby is, but at least try it once or twice. Show that you care about his hobbies and be there for that person, for your spouse. For example, your hobby is going hiking? Well, he has so many hobbies. He changes his hobbies every 2 years.
It's hard to keep up with my hobbies. I really don't have a hobby. That is correct. My hobbies change through time. I am a very active person, and I don't settle on one thing.
Right now it's hiking, right?
Right now it's hiking and learning about the national parks and so on forth.
So we recently made here comes our dog. So we recently made a trip to Big Bend, and because he wanted to go there. I myself didn't have a very good time because I'm not, our dog is here. Hi, baby. Because, I don't know, I just don't like hiking. I just don't like the dirt. Big Bend, I don't know if you've been there, National Park. It has a lot of dirt. I don't know how to explain it. And I'm more like a beach person. Not a BITCH person, a beach person. I like to go to the beach instead. But I mean, it was important for him to go, and I went. So yeah, did you like me going?
Of course I do. I did. Of course I did.
So now he's like, when are we gonna go back? And I'm like, oh no. But I will go back.
Let's see.
But we need to rent a house. Last time we stayed in tents.
We can't.
Yeah, so it was our first time too, so it was a little different. It was a little rough. Number 8, cook together. I like cooking together.
Yeah.
Again, you have that time that you spend with that person cooking is time to talk, to communicate with each other, and again to learn from each other. And sometimes we turn on music, we play music while we're cooking, and it's fun.
It is fun, and once again, you get to spend time with that person, share ideas. You know, I mean, I myself work, she stays home, and just it's fun. It's another opportunity to just spend quality time, talk. Yes.
By the way, we're gonna be doing a cooking video pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so for number 9, have a routine together. This is something we have not too long ago incorporated into our marriage, to do something the same every day, something that we enjoy as a couple. And what is it, babe?
Well, I have always been a coffee lover, and it's something that we made a routine now. Over the weekends, we wake up, maybe not so early, but we definitely make a point on getting out of the house and just go to our favorite coffee shop. We enjoy coffee, both of them, of course, but it's also an opportunity to get out of the house in the morning, which is out of the ordinary, because normally weekdays in the morning you go and work or do whatever. She stays with the kids and supervise school, but you break out of the routine, do something completely different. It's enjoyable. We go and visit our friend who is a great coffee maker, but that's part of our routine.
Yes, we go and get coffee every weekend, and it's a delicious coffee, by the way. Shout out to our friend from Coffee Melate. Number 10, apologize when needed, and don't hold grudges. I think this one is a very, very hard one for me. I don't know about you.
It's not for me. You know
that. Sometimes it is, but you still have to. I mean, you have to recognize when it's your fault.
I think it's yes.
And apologize to the person, but not only in words. Like I always say this: if you're going to apologize, it's because you're not gonna do it again. So don't go and apologize and then the next day do the same thing. So apologize is very important.
Yeah, and with that, you have to understand the reasons why it is that if you consider that you say something wrong or you did make a mistake, the reasons as to why it is that, first of all, understanding what it is that you did that offended, hurt the other person, and the apology needs to come from a standpoint to where you understand the concept, the reasons why. Okay, I mean, I am just a loud person per se, but sometimes the level of my voice comes at a time that is not appropriate. So I'm not upset or mad, but because of how things are developing, it sounds like I come aggressive. So in my case, and using it as an example, understanding, really sincerely understanding what it is that happened. And sometimes even when you know you didn't try to do anything wrong, just the fact that you understand that your word, your look, your action did to the other person, it's a way of understanding. And understanding meaning, well, let's try to not to do that again. I mean, it's hurting that person that you're sharing your life with. So whether you consider that you did something wrong or not, it's still something that was hurtful. It's still something that was offensive, maybe, whatever it is. just analyze it and understand it. You didn't think you didn't do anything wrong? It's okay, just don't do it again in a sincere way. So that's where my opinion on apologizing comes from.
And the don't hold grudges. This one is mainly something I had to learn myself because I'm a person that doesn't forget easily. Like I do hold grudges. So, I mean, I had to learn that you have to let go. If you already apologized, just let go. All right, for number 11, we have listen to your partner. Again, this may sound like a cliche, but communication is very important. Like communication and listening, it's super important in a marriage. What do you think? Are you listening?
Well, you said the key to that, listening, because communication can only be understood as something where you say something just because you feel that you need to say it, but if the other person is not listening, you just waste your time.
Number 12, I guess it comes with this one too. Watch your tone of voice.
Yes.
This one, again, is something we learned through the years, to watch the way we talk to each other. Even sometimes I guess you're just frustrated from work or from the kids or whatever, and you just say something in a very bad way, and I mean, that person can receive it just how you said it, but you don't even know that you said it that way, in that tone. So it's very important to watch your tone of voice towards your spouse.
Coincidentally, I use that as an example on another point.
Number 13, physical contact is very important. Having a lot of sex, a lot of intimacy with your partner is very important. I mean, I can't stress it enough.
No, it's part of marriage. Having intimacy, it's a connection of another level that you have with that person that you love. So yes, you have to.
And that just keeps your love growing towards each other. And
you have to make sure that you create time for it, because we fall pretty easily into a routine. They both work, makes it even worse. One works long hours, or they have odd jobs, odd schedules.
Or the kids want to go sleep in your room.
That too. So you, when you're young or when you marry and there's no kids, obviously that is not an issue. But as you create a family, it becomes a little more challenging. That's the nature of the beast. But you have to make a point of having intimacy, and not forcefully, not make a point in a way that, oh, it's today at 7, but create the environment so that the intimacy can happen, and it can be pleasant, and it can be enjoyable.
Number 14, work out together. Not that kind of workout that we were talking prior. Oh. Work out together. We have enjoyed working out together. He started it first, and then I joined him later. And not only does it keep you healthy, which is very important to have a healthy marriage, not your health, to be healthy, but I mean, what do they say? What happens when you work out?
Well, I don't have I might be wrong on the name, but your body creates endorphins, which
yes,
are feel-good chemicals in your body.
Your stress goes away. So, I mean, what better than be stress-free and doing it together? It's very important to do it together, not just one person goes and then the other one stays home. It doesn't work that way. Work out together, it's something that we enjoy doing, and something we recommend you as a marriage. Number 15, wear your marriage ring. It's very important. All the single ladies. It's very important to wear your marriage ring. Why?
You have acquired a commitment, and you might understand that commitment, but the world might not. So that it's a proud way to say, I am committed. I am committed to another person. And
Stay away.
stay away, or simply just
Respect.
respect. Exactly.
Exactly. Number 16, celebrate each other's success and praise each other. You should be your number one cheerleader, because there will always be a lot of cheerleaders out there. Who better than your spouse? Number 17, kiss before leaving the house, very important, and kiss when you come back, like from work or wherever you left, and kiss goodnight.
I agree.
Those three. I think it's very important to kiss. And also, if you have kids, you're setting the tone for them to know what a marriage should be, and to be also lovey-dovey with their spouse whenever they grow up. So kissing.
Yes, and sadly, if you don't show affection to that person when you leave the house, it's life. It's life, and obviously we want to live forever and happily ever after. But life itself can have wicked turns, and sad to say, but in reality, every single day when you leave the house, you never know if you're going to come back. It can be the last day that you see a person. So I know myself that when I leave the house, sometimes I leave in a hurry. I'm always leaving in a hurry. I'm always moving in a hurry. But
that's something we learned, because we used to do that also, like just leave without saying, without kissing each other. That's something we learned through the years. Sorry, I cut you off.
Just make an effort.
Number 18, I guess it comes also with a kiss. Say I love you. Mean it. Say it and mean it. Because you may say, well, he already knows I love him. Why do I have to say it? I mean, it's important to say it. It's important to hear it. And mean it. And I say like, okay, I love you. Me too. Like, mean it. I love you.
I love you too.
It's important. And also, just like the kiss, when you are leaving your house, say, I love you. I love you.
It can be hard, depending if your background is one where, saying I love you, it wasn't common, where showing affection was not common. I mean, in certain environments, I'm not going to say it's not acceptable, but you just don't grow up sometimes seeing it. So make an important point of learning to break that barrier. Your husband or your wife needs to hear that, needs to feel that. And if feeling ashamed per se, or feeling weird to show affection, if that's part of you, don't do that. Break it. Just understand that if for some reason not showing affection was something where you grow up on, that's not good, that's not healthy. So switch it around and break the cycle. Once again, as she mentioned earlier, you're setting an example for your kids. So set that example.
Number 19, no secrets between each other. I don't think we have had secrets. Do you have secrets?
I know.
No.
By nature, I mean, I don't believe in hiding stuff.
I don't like lies, so I mean, sooner or later they're gonna come. So
I think also in that perspective, it's easy for us because we have the trust on each other, and we don't see the need to hide anything.
We have each other passwords and everything.
Yes,
so.
but I can see, or when I read about couples who hide the money or hide this or hide that, I mean, it can be challenging, and we're saying this stuff, and it sounds so simplistic, and it can sound unrealistic to a lot of people, because it might be unrealistic to a lot of people, a lot of couples. So, I mean, if that's the situation when you need to hide the money, when you need to hide purchases, activities, or even just your hobbies,
anything.
That should be something that will fall into the other category we discussed earlier, which is communication.
Number 20, I think this one is very important. respect each other even when the other person is not around. So if I'm not around or he's not around and I'm with other people, still respect your spouse as if she was there.
Yes, 100%.
This is a little bonus. Joke around with each other. Sense of humor. It's very important. Not to be serious all the time. You have to joke around. That's an inside joke.
I apologize for that one.
Yeah, he did. He apologized.
And I will continue to until the end of my days.
I'm still holding a grudge.
She's still holding a grudge.
No, I just say it in a funny way.
It is true.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I think you covered pretty much everything. To me, if I had to pick one, and I know we discussed this earlier, is there anything that's more important? I don't think they are particularly more important than the other one, but I do believe that the communication part should really will cover a lot of ground on this list. The moment you have communication and the moment that your spouse, girlfriend, fiance, whatever it is, the moment they learn to listen, that is when you're gaining ground. Listen and learn.
Don't always think you're right.
You're never right.
Me?
No. It is good.
Me?
I should have said.
I know what you mean.
Never assume that you're right.
Yes. Yes. Be open for communication and don't always think you're right. And that's it.
I think that's it.
All right, guys. Well, again, this is something we have learned throughout the years and that we wanted to share with you all. So hopefully, even if it helps one couple, we will be happy with that. And I'm going to say something super, super important that's going to save your marriage. Remember, guys, happy wife, happy life. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, share it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it right now. Subscribe and click on that bell. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.